So, entering a Hindu temple can mean different things to different people. For some, temples are tourist sites, while for others, they are places of worship where devotees can perform spiritual practices. Panaji, could you explain the significance of singing bhajans or spiritual songs in temples?
Thank you, Ken, and namaste to all. Singing bhajans is a great way of reaching God. Sisurveti, Pasurveti, Veti Ganas, Sisurveti, Pasurveti, Veti Ganasam Phanihi. It says that even small babies, animals, and even snakes, they all respond to music and singing. Therefore, humans are also very responsive to singing. In fact, Sage Narada, the great devotee of Lord Vishnu, has given 9 forms of devotion. Out of them, Kirtanam is singing God's hymns, and Sravanam, listening to God's songs, and of course, there's other forms of worship or devotion. But singing is one of the main thing, or almost the first thing in the 9 forms of devotion. By singing, what happens is all the musical instruments, rhythmic beats of the drums, one will easily get disconnected from all the worldly activities. His senses are completely focused on the devotional song and meaning of that song, and the connection with the God is quickly attained, and one can easily reach God. One can reach to superconscious state from conscious state by intense devotional singing itself. There are great many poetic singers in India who wrote many great songs, and many great truths, spiritual truths, are simply written in the form of songs, so everybody can sing them and imbibe those qualities into them and attain self-realization. Therefore, singing is the best way of reaching God in a simple way. It's called the path of bhakti, and devotional singing is a great way of reaching God through overcoming your conscious mind, and all your doubts can be set to rest, and then you're completely devoted and focused on God in this singing. Your heart is fully involved in this divine romance with the God, and you are really connected quickly, and you attain great superconscious state or moksha or salvation or enlightenment.
And Panaji, we have in the background here a diya on the altar, which is I call it the little flame. And could you explain what is a diya, and why is it filled with clarified butter, or what we would call ghee?
So as I explained in the other video, that cow is considered to be a very sacred animal because it is a gateway between animal kingdom to human kingdom. So the soul is simply transmigrating from animal kingdom, and ultimately the last birth in animal kingdom is cow, which is a very sacred animal because it is very sacrificing. All its life it is giving milk, ghee, yogurt, butter, everything to other people and feeding them and supporting their health. Therefore, cow is considered to be a very sacred, divine animal or goddess itself. Go Mata, she is called mother goddess cow. Therefore, her byproduct of ghee or butter is considered to be very sacred. Also, it is believed that burning butter can actually purify the impurities in the atmosphere around you. Therefore, ghee is used even for rituals, and it's an Ayurvedic herb also. It's supposed to bring great health to you. And lighting a ghee lamp in the temple is considered to be a purifying element. Also, everybody knows that light is the one which brings everything to life. So when you have no light in the room, you don't know what is in there. You might have lots of wealth in the room, but if you don't have light, you don't see anything. Similarly, the light is nothing but a symbol of wisdom. And here, lighting a lamp in front of God when you come to the temple symbolizes the soul of yourself. It symbolizes that your soul has come in front of the God. Therefore, now I am in your presence, God. Please save me and protect me. Also, ghee lamp lighting is considered to purify the negative energies around you. Similarly, it brings in positive energies in your life. Whereas people can also light oil lamps. Oil lamps are more lit for ancestral worship, whereas ghee lamps are lit for God worship. But both of them have their own place. For oil lamps, we use sesame seed oil or til oil, we call it. That is lit for ancestors, and that is to remove negative energies. And ghee lamp is to bring positive energies. Both are sacred, both are used according to the situation, but lighting a lamp symbolizes your soul coming in the presence. And the lamp itself symbolizes wisdom and overcoming ignorance and darkness. And then darkness, ignorance means sorrow and suffering, sickness, and all the negative things that happen in this world are all removed by positive energy. Therefore, the lamp symbolizes the realizing of the truth, end of darkness, end of suffering, end of sickness, end of night, end of winter, There's so many symbolism for lamp. So it is lit everywhere. It's lit in a church, in a temple. We see anywhere a spirituality is there, we always associate with a lamp. So lighting a ghee lamp is very, very auspicious, and it is done in the temples as a symbol of spirituality and purity.
Well, it's really great to know. I was going to ask you, Panaji, why do you
One
Hindu?
second. Before you go further, I just want to introduce ourselves. I am Pandit Venkat. I'm a priest for many, many years in Canada, and I teach Hinduism to small kids, to all the adults, in a very simple, logical, scientific way, so that everybody can relate to it and understand it. And also, when you have a good relation and understanding of your faith, of your religion, you have more faith. Faith is the raw material of everything in your life. Faith is like the raw product from which everything is made. If you don't have faith, you cannot even function one thing in your life. Therefore, faith is very important. Therefore, sometimes to develop faith nowadays, modern man is so scientific and so much social media. There's lots of questions in a modern man's mind. So having a good faith comes through good reasoning. So I'll give you all those good reasons of understanding Hinduism. By understanding Hinduism, of course, you will have more faith and more success in your life, peace and happiness in your life. Ken is with me. Ken, who is with me for last 21 years, and we both have lots of spiritual discussions, and he is my student, disciple and friend. So we had a lot of those discussions long before, and now we thought we'll put them online so that everybody can benefit. Now you can go to the second question.
Thank you, Panaji. I was going to ask you, why do Hindu temples have a brass bell in the entrance where devotees can ring the bell as they enter or exit the temple?
Thank you, Ken. The bell is everywhere. If you think of it, the bell is even railway stations have a bell to tell the train is coming. Your school has a bell telling the school class is starting. So bell can symbolize now you're starting of the something positive. Something is going to happen now. Therefore, it is a symbol of maintaining time and indication of something is starting now. Agamadhantu devanam gamanadhantu rakshasam kuru ghantatravam tatra devata lanchanam. It says as soon as you before you start the prayers, you ring the bell to drive away the evil forces and to bring the gods in there. And this is the why you ring a bell, to drive away all the evil forces. And also it tells God that you are in the presence of divine presence now. You came to the temple, therefore God, please listen to me and bless me. Also, the temple bells are above your head. They are generally not too low, but above your head. Generally, you can reach them only by standing under them, by lifting your hand like this. When you stand under them and lift your hand, you're completely under the bell. When you ring the bell, the vibrations are like conical, triangular vibrations. They completely cover you in a cylindrical, in a conical way all around you, completely destroying all your negative energies, erasing your aura of all negativities and bringing positivity, positive energy. So as soon as you ring the bell, you get disconnected from outside noises, outside disturbances, and evil energies and evil forces, and all the negative energies that are around you will be destroyed by ringing a bell. Therefore, ringing a bell is very sacred, and therefore we always do that in every prayer service we do. So in some temples, they have huge bells. They ring the bells. They have so many artis and so many offerings of foods throughout the day. So as soon as this huge bell starts ringing, people know that there's arti going to go on now. Therefore, everybody starts running back to the temple and attend those artis and spiritual practices. Therefore, the bells also represent like a timing of the events, sacred events in the temples. Of course, they are everywhere. Church is also having church bells. School has school bells. A railway station has train bells like that. Bells are everywhere. They are also a symbol of sacredness and bringing of positivity, some positive change in your life. So we use them in the temple also. And they're there everywhere in the temples, all the temples. Huge bells are there.
Thank you, Panaji. A devotee brought in some coconuts to the temple, and I would like to know what is the significance of the coconut? Why are devotees offering coconuts at the temple?
So, I'm going to show you two coconuts. One of them has no hair. One of them has, this one has a hair in it, little bit hair in the front. Other one has no hair in it. So, generally we have to break a coconut with a hair in it, with the hair on the top of the head. Just hold it. So when you bring this coconut, the hair on the top of the head is, coconut always has three eyes. Three eyes. So if you can see here, there is one eye here, you can show one eye here, one eye here, there's three eyes. So these three eyes are covered by this fiber. We call it tuft or choti, or we call it different meanings. It's also like a priest will have this kind of a tuft of hair on the top of the head. So you should only break a coconut which is having this tough fiber on the top of the coconut, which will be covering all the three eyes. So when we break the coconut, it symbolizes that your ego is broken now. When your ego is broken, you become enlightened. So when you become enlightened, as soon as you break the coconut, bring that coconut. As soon as you break the coconut, for example, you break this coconut. As soon as you break a coconut, it becomes two pieces. And then as soon as it is broken, before offering to the god, you have to pull away the fiber. And then offer both the pieces to the god. As you pull away the fiber, what happens? Now your ego is broken into two pieces. And now as you pull away the fiber, what happens when your ego is broken? Now the three eyes are open now. The three eyes are covered by this fiber. As soon as you break it and you remove the fiber, you see the three eyes open now. So when your ego is broken, the three eyes open. So what is the three eyes? We only think God has only three eyes. Lord Shiva has three eyes, two vertical eyes and horizontal eyes. So most of us are only knowing about past and the present. But the moment you know about the future, you are enlightened. Because when you know the future, you know everything. Then you have no excitement and no anxiety about future, and you're not any more interested in the future because you know everything. You know what's going to happen. There's no more excitement in life. You know everything. You know past, present, and future. All the past, all the present, all the future. Not just the past of your life, the past of entire universe, and the future of the entire universe, and the present of entire universe. In fact, what happens in that state of enlightenment, the future and the past both merge into the present itself. So it is a symbol of enlightenment when the third eye opens. Third eye between the eyebrows opens, and when your ego is broken. So the symbol of coconut breaking is that your ego is broken now, and therefore your third eye is opening by removing the fiber and offering the two pieces of coconut. So mostly in South India, we notice that the coconuts are broken in the temples, in the houses when they do pujas or prayers. And also when you're entering a new house or when you buy a new car, you break a coconut with a very, very strong throwing on the ground. When you break the coconut, it creates a sound energy. That sound energy sounds like fat. The fat itself is actually a bijakshara. Bijakshara means it's a seed sound. There are a lot of bijaksharas in Sanskrit mantras. Single word, single letter mantras. Hreem means respect. When you chant, keep on chanting Hreem, respect comes in your life. When you chant Sreem, you get wealth in your life. When you chant Aim, you get knowledge and wisdom in your life, or you get education in your life. And like that, there are seed sounds. These are called Bijakshara mantras, single lettered mantras. So when you break the coconut, the sound Fat is also a Bijakshara. It's a kind of a sacred sound that is released from breaking the coconut. When you break the coconut, the Fat sound is actually used to drive away the evil forces. So when you break a coconut in front of the house or in front of a car, the Fat sound that comes out of the coconut is going to drive away the evil forces around your car, house, or anything you are doing in your life. Therefore, coconuts are also broken to remove the evil energies around you with the sound of the Bijakshara Fat that comes from the breaking of the coconut. And also, in North India, the coconut is given as a whole. So the coconut symbolizes ourselves. How, you might ask? So this coconut is like, after removing a lot of layers on it, the coconut has a green what do you call it, a cover on it. I don't know what you call it. Chilka I call in Hindi. It's like a skin of the coconut. So the coconut have a green skin. Inside the green skin there is a brown fiber. Green skin is one element. Brown fiber is another element. The hard nut is another element. Inside the hard nut there is a white eatable coconut stuff, coconut cream, or I don't know what you call them. Inside there is white eatable coconut, and inside that white eatable coconut there is water in it, nice sweet water. So green and green covering, fiber 2, hard shell 3, eatable white 4, water 5. So in this way 5 elements are in the coconut, the full coconut. That's the coconut is called Purna Phalam. Purna Phalam means it's complete fruit with 5 elements, because in Hinduism we believe that we have 5 elements in us: earth, water, fire, air, and space. So these 5 elements make all our bodies and everything in the universe. So those 5 elements are symbolized of our own bodies. So when we offer a coconut, we are offering ourselves to the god. Therefore people tie a thread on the coconut symbolizing clothing to ourselves and putting that in front of the God. So as a whole, coconut is surrendered to God, which simply means that we are surrendering ourselves to God. Also, this green covered coconut with 5 layers is also used in marriages, where in South India mostly, the bride comes with the green coconut in her hands and she places that in the groom's hands. Groom receives it, symbolizing that now she is surrendering herself to her husband, and therefore she also expects him to surrender to her. In this way, the mutual surrender is also symbolized by this coconut, and that's why it's a very sacred fruit. Therefore, it is also used in marriages, in temples, as complete fruit donation offering to God, or breaking it also has a different significance. In either way, coconut is a very sacred fruit, and by breaking the coconut, it's going to drive away all the evil forces and bad luck. Therefore, coconuts are used extensively, and of course, coconut is also a very, very healthy fruit too, because coconut oil is extremely almost like a god of everything. You can use coconut oil for many, many ailments. Skin is going to become very nice and shiny, and even if you put coconut oil in your mouth and do oil pulling, it even makes your teeth less sensitive. A lot of positive effects are there. I'm not a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, but I'm just telling. We can use coconut for many, many purposes. It's a very good oil to put on your body, on your head, to cool your mind. Coconut water is extremely good for your stomach. So coconut itself is a very sacred fruit. It's used in everything that is used in the ritual in Hindu pujas are all sacred herbal elements. By touching them, by being in their presence, your life will change positively, physically, mentally, and spiritually. That is why lots of herbal and sacred elements, sacred fruits, sacred herbs are used in Hindu pujas. One of them is the great coconut. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Panaji. Well, I'm so happy that you explained all the workings of the temple today, and asking these questions has given me an opportunity to let down my hair. And when we talk about coconuts that have no hair, it's great. So we would encourage you to share this knowledge of yoga. Why not copy these videos to the links to people that you think would be interested? Spread the knowledge everywhere. We would appreciate.
Thank you, Ken. So this knowledge can be shared. You share my videos, like my videos, and share with everyone, and subscribe my channel, and make it possible that this Hinduism knowledge reaches to every person in this every corner of this earth. I'm also an astrologer. If people have any questions about their horoscopes, they can contact me. I can tell them how to deal with their life by looking at their horoscopes, or doing pujas, or giving lectures. Please contact me. My phone number is 204-229-6222. You can contact me on this number, 204-229-6222. Thank you for watching, and keep watching. Please like them, subscribe them, and share them. Thank you very much.
Jai Gurudev.
Namaste.